Hi everybody, I'm Kirsty Meekin and welcome to the Naio Nails channel. Today I'm going to be showing you a Acrygel nail with a little bit of a difference, and we're going to be using the brand new Acrygel Urban Graffiti brush. This is the brush. It's very nice. So look, it says Urban Graffiti. And one end we have a spatula with my dirty fingerprints on. And on the other end we have the Acrygel brush. So when you get your brush, you will notice that it was a little bit stiff. So it has a starch residue in it. So I'm going to use some gel residue wipe-off solution to clean that out. So I'm just going to press and break up that bit of starch and give it a nice clean. And there we are, we're good to go. I'm going to be using Breezy. I think that was named after Chris Brown. If you know who Chris Brown is and Team Breezy, you'll know what I'm talking about. If you don't, like Adam, you'll have no idea. I can just squeeze a little sausage out. Like that. So if you have a look how much I've got on the spatula, it's just shy of halfway. Scrape that on. Clean your spatula with a little bit of gel residue wipe-off solution and a lint-free pad. So it's nice and clean. You can then put the lid back on, and I'm doing that because it's a lot easier to hold and the weight is a lot better. You don't want to keep it like that really, because the weight's not quite as good. And we had a little conversation, and you see the Acrygel, it's not moved anywhere. How amazing is that? So I want you to notice that we have some little air bubbles, so we'll need to press those out. So on my brush I've got a little bit of gel residue wipe-off solution, and I'm just going to literally just give them a little bit of a prod and poke just to open up that bubble. So I'm getting this cuticle area nice and neat, and you want this angle, so you're kind of pushing it thin, yeah? And then when we come to do the centre part here, we can be a little flatter, a little bit flatter. I want to come right to those edges. We're going to do a smile line, so I'm going right to the edge, keeping that apex. So that's why I become a little bit flatter. If you want to do nice floaty strokes, add a little bit more of the gel residue wipe-off solution, and then you can get a more of a floating, smoothing action. So now what we're going to do is make our brick wall. So because we're doing a smile line, we want a brick wall, and we're going to pull one side and the other. This will pull the product down, and it'll also neaten up those sides and give you the brick wall. So you can see we're starting to create a smile line shape. I'm going to pat. I want a strong brick wall, so I have something to file against. So this is your brick wall here that you can see. See it now? Brick wall. Stood up straight, not falling over. Now you want to take the brush and hold it quite straight like this. So not like this, like this. And we're going to come to the sides, and this is going to help the sides have a nice strong brick wall as well. So rather than sort of squishing in this way, because it's thin, you'll have a dent. We want to be flat, flat, flat. Little strokes. So they're almost sort of straight, and then they come to a nice curve. Are you happy with that? We're going to pop that into the lamp. If you're doing Acrygel on a real nail, on a natural nail, make sure that you also apply the base coat. You don't need to if you're doing a demonstration on a tip, so don't worry about that. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to wipe off this sticky layer. I'm going to take a brand new 180 grit file. I'm not going to take the edges off because I'm just going to do this smile line. So we're going to take the file We want this to be super sharp. That's why we're going to file around. Don't get me wrong, it looked pretty sweet before. I want to make it super sweet. So, I mean, it's quite easy to file. It's softer than acrylic. So that's why I've only got a 180 grit file. Let me dust that off. Got a new dusty brush. So you can see we have this brick wall. I don't know if you want to zoomage. Nice brick wall all the way around. Boom, that's what you need. So this is what I like to call a shadow smile line. You'll know what I mean when I do it. I'm gonna get a little bit of serious black. Why so serious? I'm gonna use 003. And then we're gonna take the serious black and go right across the edge. Do not worry if you go slightly on top. That will be filed away. It's better to do that than not have it right to the top. It needs to go right to the top of your brick wall. You just want a little bit around the edge, don't worry. It doesn't need to be neat. I will do 2 coats of the black around the smile line. Cure that. So I'm going to take the sticky layer off, and that's because, can you see the residue that you get from a coloured gel polish? And I don't want that residue to interfere with the white that I'm going to put on. If I was putting a dark colour on, it wouldn't really matter so much. Then we're going to use just white. And you've guessed it, it's just white. You need quite a bit of that. That's a nice sausage. Oh, can't we just place that? That'd be perfect if I could just get it there into that smile line. Alright, so we're going to put that on, and then we're going to pick up the white.
Looks like toothpaste.
It does look like toothpaste, doesn't it? I wouldn't recommend cleaning the teeth with this product though.
Could make a few teeth with it.
Oh, definitely. Oh, that is an idea. So we're going to walk this up the sides. Fill the length. Maybe I went a little bit crazy with the amount of put on. That's fine, we can slice that off. Into the lamp we go. We're going to cool that for a minute. So once out the light, we're going to clean off that sticky layer. I'm going to use my electric file to now start to file over. And you'll see what happens. You get this shadow that runs around the smile line. So that's why I like to call it a shadow French. It enhances the sharpness of the French style as well. Then with that same 180 grit file, I'm going to smooth over. Get the side wall straight, perfect everything. I'm going to buff this now. Oh, I do like my dusting brush. I'm going to wipe over with gel residue wipe off solution now. Look at that, so sexual. Gorgeous shadow French.
Why is it sexual?
Because it's just that nice. It's that nice, I could just kiss it. Let's top coat that. Pop it in the lamp. How beautiful that nail is and how hideous mine are.
Oh, bless.
I'm not a good advert. I think I should hold it like this so you can't see my nails. So that's a shadow French, absolutely gorgeous. New style for you to try. So yeah, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook and Instagram and all that shebang. Everything I've used today will be listed below, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye. Say, move for me, move for me, move for me, yeah. And when you're done, do it all again. Dance for me, dance for me, dance for me, oh, 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 oh. I never seen anybody but the beat the ball. So this is what I like to call a shadow smile line. So with